Hello students, happy morning. You all are welcome in grade 7, chapter number 8, Wind Storms and Cyclones. In last session we have seen the beginning concept of this wind, storm and cyclones. We understood the term wind, storm, cyclones. We understood the terms, the common concept of wind, in which directions it comes, storms, normal condition, when cyclones come, when storms comes, that we have seen. Today we are going to see some more concept regarding these chapters. Okay students, we see here the concept of air pressure and wind. Here you see that when you go down, air pressure is maximum. When you go up, air pressure is minimum. Here the relation between, you see here, the one of the person, he moves from A to B side. Simple logic. Now he is moving with some bag, means he carries with some load. In first example you can see from A to B low pressure is there. Now here from B to A high pressure is there. The person cannot walk comfortably and having speed is low. So from point A to B low pressure is there, from point B to A high pressure is there. So from point B to A, reduction in speed to increase body potential, right? Person cannot walk fast. So in wind, the speed of air pressure is exerted. Here we can see the one of the small activities where once paper strip, when you blow the air, the paper strip will be moving upside because downside pressure is more, upside pressure is low. See the situation over here. So upside low pressure and downside maximum pressure. So our concept, movement of air, it is always moved from high pressure to low pressure. You see high air pressure is there, low air pressure is there. You see the direction. Then difference is created. So difference in air pressure causes the movement in air. You can see this. More difference is there, then fast moving wind is there. If the less difference is there, you can find slow moving winds. So our concept is high speed wind means reduced air pressure. Movement of air is always moved from higher pressure to lower pressure. Okay students, in previous session we have seen the movements of air from higher pressure to low pressure, right? So wind is always moved from higher pressure to low pressure. Now speed of the wind. The speed of the wind that depends on the difference in the pressure. Greater pressure difference, faster wind. You can see over here pressure difference. Now in different countries you see temperature difference is there. So difference in air pressures. So how does the temperature? It's quite easy to understand. The difference in the temperature leads to warm air in some areas and cool area. Look this and try to understand. As we know that hot air rises up because hot air having less weight and cold air having more weight. So warm air, it is less dense, so they rises up, and cooler air moves down. So the up and down movement causes in air due to here you can see the convection of current. Warm air rises up, cool air rises down. So warm air is lighter, that less dense, and hence it is rises up, resulting in low pressure. So here the low pressure is created since the cool air is denser than warm air. So the concept is difference in temperature, difference in air pressure. So air moves from higher pressure to lower pressure, and wind, it is called wind currents. Okay students, let's we talk about one of the activity, that is air exert pressure. You watch this activity.
Glass. What do you see inside it? Many of you would probably say that it's empty. However, it's not. Then what's inside it? There is air inside this glass. Yes, air is present everywhere around us. But tell me, is air heavy? We generally feel that air is light in weight. How true is this? Let us do an experiment to see how heavy the air is. Take a bottle filled with water. Now take a piece of cardboard and place it on the open end of the bottle. Hold the cardboard with your hand and invert the bottle upside down. Now take off your hand from the cardboard. What did you see? The cardboard sticks to the surface. This is because the air's pressure is pushing the piece of cardboard in the upward direction. Does this mean that air is heavier than the water? Well, the air is present everywhere and hence it's exerting pressure from all the directions. Clearly, the air pressure is more than the pressure of the water inside the bottle. And this allows the piece of the cardboard to stay on the surface of the bottle. With this activity, we can understand that air exerts pressure. You may note that the air pressure acts in all directions. Do you know why? It's because air is fluid. The molecules of air are very loosely held and hence they can easily move in all the directions. We all know that the earth is surrounded by an envelope of air. Do you know what it's called? It's called atmosphere. And this atmosphere is divided into different layers as shown in this image. What can we say about the air in the atmosphere? The air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the earth, or we can say on the earth's objects. What is this pressure called? The pressure exerted by air is called as air pressure or atmospheric pressure. Now the question is whether air pressure is uniform throughout these layers of atmosphere. Think about it. Where would the maximum quantity of air be? There is maximum air above troposphere. There's this much air above the troposphere. Then this much air above the stratosphere, and this much above the mesosphere, and so on. So as we move upwards, the quantum of air decreases. Now logically, can you tell me which layer carries the maximum air pressure? Yes, the bottommost layer carries the weight of the air present in all the layers above it. And that's the reason why the air pressure is maximum at this layer. And what can you say about the air pressure at the layers above this point? The air pressure decreases as we move higher. Does air move? If yes, what is it called? Moving air is called wind. Have you ever noticed the speed of the wind? What happens to the air pressure when the speed of the wind is increased? We will find out the answers to these questions in our next lesson.
Now, student, let's we understand the concept of liquid exert pressure in all directions by this activity.